It's Wes.
And Shonda, and welcome to DinkLife. We are at the Cincinnati Museum Center, and there are quite a few museums in this one building. The cool thing is this building used to be a train station, and it is absolutely stunning to look at.
Yeah,
it's like all Art Deco, and they have barely changed anything. Like right in front of us, I'm looking at like these information and ticket booths that used to be here. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
But there is a Cincinnati History Museum, a science museum, a children's museum, a Holocaust museum, and an Omnimax Theater. Now for $22.50 we got a ticket to the Science Center, or the Science and History Museum, the Cincinnati Museum,
and the
Children's Museum.
It's in the basement.
Yeah, that's in the basement for $22.50 a piece. So, and I think for $22.50 you also could add on the Holocaust Museum, but like I really am not in the mood to be completely depressed today. I've been to the Holocaust Museum in DC, and that just took me out for the whole day. So we decided not to do that. Plus, it is already 2 o'clock, and this place closes at 5. So
yeah.
We're probably going to be pushing it just to get in the couple things that we do have tickets for.
I wasn't saying, and the parking was $6.
Parking was $6, and then when we were standing in line, there was a gentleman there that said they have guided tours. They're about an hour long.
Yeah.
And they take you through the building and kind of like show you the building and the history of the building. So that would be really cool too if you had some extra time to do that, and that's completely free.
Yeah, it looked cool because there was people even walking on this little catwalk across the top up there. You can see people doing it right now, I think. Yeah.
So anyway, we are going to see what we can see in the next 3 hours and take you along with us. So come see what's doing.
Quite a stunning building.
It is the entrance to all museums, it says.
Huh. And as far as I know, this used to be an old railroad station.
Yeah, train station.
Yeah, it's very pretty. We just don't build stuff like this anymore.
We rarely ever did here in the States.
Yeah, and here's the fountain in front of it. It's real pretty. Super mid-century look. Just all the sculptures and everything too. Beautiful views of the hills from around too. Yeah, it's really cool. And then you can see the city over there in the distance. Yeah, it's pretty stunning this way too. Very pretty. Shonda just noticed 1931. That clock is sweet too. It's massive. Now we're heading in. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a real pretty building. This is what I'm talking about. I know.
Look at this handle.
Look at the inside of this. I know. That is cool to push.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that ticket booth's sweet.
Just like incoming taxis and motor coaches, and that looks like it's outgoing.
Yeah, the inside of this building is really cool. And that's where you get your ticket. There's this really neat window right in front. Yeah, amazing looking building. It is like carved in there.
Yeah, it's like a relief.
Yep. Check this out. There used to be an organ in here. Some guy playing music. It'd be crazy to hear this place echo with an organ. Yeah, that's cool. Everything just has that cool style.
And the ticket windows.
Yeah. What's the gift shop in there? This building is amazing looking inside. Just check out all the style. Yeah. Then even back up to the station, just a sign above it. Real neat. This is called Dinosaur Hall. Yeah. Here it is, T-Rex. Yeah, that's lots and lots of fossils. It's like all kinds of plants.
No.
Is it a coral?
It's a group of crinoids. I don't know what the hell that is, but these animals thrive in gentle currents, avoided drifting away by attaching to the seafloor.
See him working on a skull in there. It's neat. Starfish. Those things.
Yes. Right there.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, quite a few little labs you can watch them working on. Oh, so it's the head of an armored fish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Imagine seeing that swimming in the water.
Nope. Good.
Freaky.
Thanks.
One of those fossils. Guess this is the little body area. This is a cool looking little diagram though.
And that's not nothing. It's not doing anything. You're supposed to watch it jiggle. See how jiggly a brain can be.
Gotcha.
That's what happens to your brain when your
Yep.
skull gets thrown.
It's a big bowl.
Hold on. You're entering the late Pleistocene, traveling back in time 15,000 years.
I feel like I just walked through a glacier. It's a big one. To the glacier. Nice.
Oh wow.
It's fancy. More glaciers. Now we're back into like the woods. It's cool, they got a little water stream over there.
This is the edge of the glacier.
You can even ride a wolf in here. Oh my gosh, it's like giant beavers. Oh wow, they are called giant beavers. Those cats look kind of sad.
Ground sloth. Holy hell.
Yeah, that thing's crazy looking. Man, that would be scary.
10 feet long.
It's huge.
Like I said, I love sloths, and I would love to hang out with like one that's a normal size, maybe not this one.
The most terrifying thing, a tick.
I disagree. I think that brown recluse is more terrifying.
It is terrifying too, but man, Lyme disease, terrifying.
Neat. Taxidermy.
Yeah, it looks real because the skin's like real dry out there. I think it is real.
It is.
It's impressive.
33 years from the Cincinnati Zoo. 33 years old.
It's massive. Big polar bear. Now we're in the space section. There is a chunk of the lunar surface from the Apollo 11 mission. Oh, there it goes. That's neat. Like bends around you. Moon phases. It is, return to the moon.
All right.
We as humans have an innate drive to explore. As more astronauts, scientists, geologists, and researchers travel to the moon, they will build lunar bases where they will live and work for long periods.
Have to those cool little tires that can drive sideways. There it is, going for a crater.
Okay, hold on. This part's the worst. Oh my god, Jesus. Ready?
Yep. Boom! That was a big one. We got some different kinds of mushrooms. It's like rain. Flying squirrels seem creepy. There's Bat Bat. Gift shop. It's cool, this model. Oh wow, there's a little crane like pulling a little can up right down there.
I see it.
There it is, it's dropping it down again. You didn't hardly even notice that. It's cool how they have the track though. It's like humped up and they got...
Oh.
Oh, here comes one around this way.
Is it picking up people? Oh, yeah, it stopped to pick up people.
Yeah, you can see it's on fire. It's really neat. It's cool how it's hills and everything.
You think the gigantic stein is sitting outside of that church?
No. There's a model for the museum. Look at this whole stadium.
Wow, that's crazy.
Tons of people in the seats too.
There's a stein in there too.
There's the little cemetery. Procter & Gamble factory. Oh, it's neat how they build it. Yes, this is what the zoo used to look like at one time. It's kind of wild.
It's a Walnut Hill.
It's fancy, all the buildings at the top.
Yeah.
And that, I guess, is the front of the music hall. There's the little airplane. You could fly across this real quick. It'd be like the beginning of the HBO intro back in the 80s. It's cool. Streetcar in here. There it is. Pretty neat. The front's cool up here. It's like riding the Hogwarts Express at Universal Studios. Now it's like the Hogwarts Express.
I hope that things are running on schedule. We've got to walk through on the job site, and I've got to be on time.
You gotta have a news broadcast station.
Apparently so.
Columbus had one too. Coast High. These murals on the wall are neat. That is big. This is quite a setup right in here. This might be one of the best old-time streets I've seen. We'll see here. It's cool, you get to walk on the boat. You get the motor. It's cool. It's cool, you can hang out back here on the little balcony and look at a wall. It's really well done. The floor is really nice too. You got it taken off now. There goes Teddy. Woo! It's not like huge, but it's
No,
pretty cool how well it's done.
not.
I like how the boat is at one end. And there's some presses. And here's a little bar. It's cool. There's the fire department. It's like a woodworking area. Just handmade stuff, yeah. Fancy safe. Oh, and machine tools. And there's a little bit of the children's area, which we're gonna skip because we don't have kids. We're riding the escalators from the basement all the way back
All right,
up.
everybody. So we just finished up at the Cincinnati Museum Center, and we were there for probably about 2.5 hours, I would say.
Quite a bit.
So we paid $22.50 for the 3 museum ticket, which that included, like I said, the natural history, the Cincinnati history, and the children's museum.
Yeah.
Now we did not go to the children's museum. You know, we don't have children, obviously.
Yeah, and we're not gonna play around in a play area.
No, and we don't want to look creepy. So we did not go in there, but we did kind of shoot a little bit of it from above. It looked like a very cool area if
Yeah.
you have kids.
Yep. Yeah, it looked
would
like
be
an awesome
cool.
area.
Yeah.
I have to say, it's a really well put together museum. Like,
It is.
Everything's very updated in it.
It is, and they've used the space beautifully.
Yeah.
They haven't really changed the layout, which is great.
Yeah.
They used the existing space and kind of retrofitted everything in there, so
Yeah.
it's lovely.
Because we do go to a lot of museums, and some of them you go to, there's like new exhibits, but then like half the museum's run down.
Yeah.
And this place isn't run down at all through the whole thing.
No,
Very
it's
clean and up to date.
lovely inside. And I mean, just the outside and the architecture is beautiful. It's worth it. Even if you don't even like pay to go into the museum, if you just stop into the building
Just
and
to
look at
check it
the
out.
building, it's absolutely stunning. So we have never been here. Like,
No.
I've lived in Ohio most of my life. You know, I've moved out a couple of times, but I always come back. And in the whole time I've lived here, I have never been to this place. So yeah, I mean, we're always finding new things.
Yeah, I think it's a really good Ohio museum for
It's
sure.
a great Ohio museum. So if you're down here and you're just looking for something leisurely to do, definitely recommend stopping by here. But just remember, as always, whatever you decide to do, just get out there and do it.